Hello students, my name is Dr. Manoj Kumar, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, IIT Lucknow. Today in this lecture, we shall discuss about the conformal mapping, Mobius transformation and its properties. The outline of my lecture is, first of all we define mapping and then conformal mapping, and after that some particular transformations, translation, rotation, magnification and inversion, and then we will discuss about the Mobius transformation and its properties, and in the last we shall discuss about the example. Now, first of all, what is mapping? Let W is equal to Fz u plus iota v be a function of complex variable z is equal to x plus iota y. The correspondence defined by equations u is equal to uxy, v is equal to vxy between the points in the z plane and omega plane is called a mapping or transformation of points in the z plane into points of the omega plane by the function fz. To show the mapping in the complex variable system, we have needed two planes. First is z plane and second is omega plane. In the z plane we represent x, y in this way, and in the omega plane this line will be u axis and this is the imaginary line, that is v, and this is the origin, this is the origin. So, whatever the relation in x, y, we will discuss about the relation in u, v and x, y. For example, we have taken an example. This is the, consider the transformation omega is equal to z plus 1 minus iota. Let us discuss it. We have taken here two planes, first z plane and second this is the omega plane, and here the region is the rectangular which is x is equal to 0. You know, this is the x is equal to 0 line, that is y axis, y is equal to 0, this is the y is equal to 0 line, this is x axis, x is equal to 1. Suppose that this is at one distance, then this line will be parallel to the y axis, this is x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, y is equal to 2, suppose that here 1 2, then this will be a line parallel to the x axis, that is y is equal to 1. Then this region, this is the rectangular region in z plane of the given region. When we map it by the mapping omega is equal to z plus 1 minus iota, then we will get for x is equal to 0 u, here this is omega, this implies omega is equal to x plus iota y plus 1 minus iota, and when you solve it then you will get x plus 1 plus iota y minus 1. Here u is equal to x plus 1 and v is equal to y minus 1. Then for the corresponding lines we will get the lines in omega plane. For x is equal to 0 you will give u is equal to 1, for y is equal to 0 v is equal to minus 1, and similarly for x is equal to 1 u will be 2, and for y is equal to 2 v will be 1. And if you draw these lines in the omega plane, then you will get u is equal to 1, suppose that this is 1, this is 2 and this is 1, this is minus 1, then u is equal to 1, this will be line u is equal to 1, u is equal to 2 also here, then u is equal to 2, and v is equal to minus 1, this will be a line here, this is v is equal to minus 1 and v is equal to 1, this is v is equal to 1. Then the region obtained by the transformation, this is the region. So, in this way we see here there are two planes, z plane and omega plane needed for representation of mapping in the complex system, and in this way we can describe the mapping. Now, let us define conformal mapping. Conformal mapping, let here omega is equal to u plus iota v be a mapping. Let under the transformation u x y v is equal to v x y, the point p x naught y naught of the z plane is mapped into point p dash u naught v naught of the omega plane, and let the curves C 1 and C 2 intersecting at x naught y naught be mapped respectively into the curves gamma 1 and gamma 2 intersecting at u naught v naught. Then if the transformation is such that the angle between C 1 and C 2 at x naught y naught is equal in both magnitude and direction to the angle between gamma 1 and gamma 2 at u naught v naught, then it is said to be conformal at x naught y naught. In a simple way we can understand this definition. There is two planes, that is z plane and this is the omega plane, and there is any point x naught y naught in z plane, this is x axis y axis, here u v already we have taken here, and suppose that there is a transformation w is equal to f z in such a way that it maps this point p to p dash, that is x u naught v naught in z omega plane, and suppose that there are two curves at p in such a way this is the C 1 and C 2 and the angle between these two is the alpha, and suppose by this transformation in the omega plane there are two curves, this and this is gamma 1, this is gamma 2, and the angle between these two from gamma 1 to gamma 2 this is alpha dash. Then this transformation is known as conformal if alpha is equal to alpha dash in magnitude as well as in direction. If the angles between these two curves, corresponding curves are same but in magnitude but not in direction, then that mapping is known as isogonal. Now again we shall discuss an important theorem which will be used to map or to find the conformal mapping. By this theorem there is sufficient and necessary conditions. What is the sufficient condition? Sufficient condition is that if f z is an analytic function of z in a region D of the z plane and let f dash z is not equal to 0 in D, then the mapping W is equal to f z is conformal, this will be conformal at all points of D. And the necessary part is that if the mapping W is equal to f z is conformal, then in a region D, then the function will be analytic in that region D. For example, in the previous, let us see, if you find this is f z is equal to z square and take a region D such that mod z is equal to 1, then f dash z this is 2z, and for this region D f dash z is not equal to 0. In this way this mapping, and this is a polynomial function, therefore it is analytic for all points in this region. Therefore, f will be conformal mapping for this region. Now, there are some general transformations, translation. To understand these transformations, these are some special or general transformations, and you have to, this is well defined, w is equal to z plus a. First of all, this is translation. There is needed two planes for each transformation, z plane and second is omega plane. This is x, y, and this is u, v. Now, this transformation, under this transformation, any region, suppose that this is region in z plane OA, BC, then by this transformation this region will be transformed or displaced by a vector A, where A is a complex constant. It means that suppose that this is vector A, then your region will be here in this way. You can find this region by the mapping very easily. This is O dash, A dash, B dash and C dash. So, in this way this is the transformation, this is known as translation. Now, second thing, rotation. Here this is omega is equal to z plus a, and in the rotation again there is two planes, z plane of complex numbers and omega planes, this is also of complex numbers, this is u, v, x, y. Then by this transformation, the figure in this region, in this plane will be transformed by the same figure with rotation. This is the alpha, by the rotation this is alpha. Then see here, it can be seen very easily, omega is equal to e to the power iota alpha into z will be the rotation, and in this way the figure will rotate in the z plane and in omega plane respectively. Now, magnification in the sense it can be stretched or contract. Then this, by this transformation the magnification can be understood by this way. Suppose that this is the z plane and this is omega plane, and suppose that here the region, the given region in z plane is this O, A, B, C. Then by this transformation, suppose that we have taken w is equal to 2z, for understand we have taken b is equal to 2, then this figure will be stretched 2 times of the given region. This will be in this way. This is the O dash, A dash, B dash and C dash. And for your knowledge, we can discuss, if b greater than 0 but less than 1, then the figure will be stretched, figure will be contract, means reduce होगा, and if b greater than 1, then figure will be magnified, means stretched. So, in this way this is the magnification. And fourth is inversion. This inversion can be described as similarly suppose that here z plane, and we have taken here this is the omega plane. Then any figure, this is the region, suppose that this is the region in z plane, then when we map this region under this transformation w is equal to 1 by z, actually z is equal to mod z e to the power iota theta, if this is defined in the Eulerian form, then omega will be 1 upon mod z e to the power minus iota theta. Then by this transformation you can draw the region in the omega plane, then you will get this region will be in this way, means minus theta, it rotates by minus theta and you will get this region. So, these are some transformations which we have to remember. After that, let us define an important transformation that is known as Mobius transformation. This transformation is defined by, this is the W is equal to A z plus B upon C z plus D, where A d minus B c is not equal to 0, is called the bilinear, or it is also known as fractional transformation or Mobius transformation. So, here there are some properties of this transformation. First property is that this transformation can be expressed as the composition of the transformations of the translation, rotation, magnification and inversion. For example, if we take A is equal to 1, C is equal to 0 and D is equal to 1, then we will get translation. You can check it, this is Z plus B. And similarly, if we take A is equal to e to the power iota alpha and B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0, D is equal to 1, then you will get the rotation, and similarly you can describe. So, this is correct. And another point, a Mobius transformation is conformal at every point except at its pole. Yes, this is very good, you can describe it very easily. Suppose W is given, then you can find dW by dz, and this will be Cz, denominator Cz plus d into differentiation of numerator minus numerator Az plus b into differentiation of denominator upon Cz plus d denominator square, and if you solve it, then you will get AD minus BC upon Cz plus d whole square, and you know AD minus BC is not equal to 0, therefore, it must be not equal to 0. In this way, if we remember this mapping W is equal to Az plus B, because numerator and denominator are the polynomials, therefore, this mapping will be analytic at all the points except Z is equal to minus D by C. So, therefore, it is analytic and its derivative is not equal to 0, therefore, it is by sufficient condition it must be conformal, Now, another property is that the transformation has the property that circles in the z plane are mapped into circles in the omega planes. As we know, the straight line is also a circle of infinite radius, therefore, the straight line will be mapped under the Mobius transformation in a circle. We have taken another property, this is Mobius transformation maps any 3 distinct points of the z plane into 3 distinct points of the omega plane, one of which may be at infinity. This is very most important property. By this you can find a Mobius transformation for a given set of 3 points in z plane and corresponding 3 points in the omega plane which are mapped by this transformation. So, in the last point we have written, a Mobius transformation is uniquely determined by knowing the 2 sets of the points z1, z2, z3 and w1, w2, w3, and the relation is given by this cross ratio. This is known as cross ratio z minus z1, z3 minus z2 upon z minus z2, z3 into z3 minus z1 is equal to W minus W1 into W3 minus W2 upon W minus W2 into W3 minus W2. Now, in the last we have taken an example. By this example we can understand this transformation, means how we will find a Mobius transformation by the given set of points. By this example we can understand very easily. So, for this, given that given Z1 we have given, suppose that Z1 is equal to 0 and Z2 is equal to minus iota, Z3 is equal to minus 1 and the corresponding W1 is equal to iota, W2 is equal to 1, W3 is equal to 0, W3 is equal to 0. Then we can find, we have to, what is the question? Question is that find a Mobius transformation that maps points this 0, minus 1, minus iota, minus 1 into W is equal to iota 1, 0 respectively. Then here 3 set of points are given, and by the previous cross ratio formula we can find the omega. What is the omega? The relation is given by omega minus omega, or sometime we can take W minus iota W1 into W3 0 minus W2 1 upon W minus W2, that is 1, into W3 minus W1, this is iota, is equal to Z minus Z1 0 and into Z minus Z3 it means that into we take the value, this is the bracket, and this is minus 1 minus iota, this will be plus iota, and upon Z minus Z2, that is plus iota, it will be plus iota because it is minus iota, into Z3 minus 1 minus 0. Now, we solve it for the omega and ultimately we will get the mapping. Yes, this is the this implies W minus W and this is plus iota upon this is minus iota W and this is plus iota, and in the right hand side this will be minus Z plus iota Z upon this is minus Z and this is minus iota, and when you solve it we write here, this implies that minus Z for the omega terms we collect it, this is omega minus Z means minus Z plus Z, this is Z, and minus omega into minus iota, this is plus iota, and plus iota into this means minus iota Z, and this is minus iota into iota, that is plus 1, and in the right side it will be omega and in bracket minus iota into minus 1, this is iota Z, and this is the minus iota into iota, this is minus iota square plus 1 Z, and this is plus iota, this is minus iota Z, and this is plus iota square means minus Z. So, in this way you can find this is the W is equal to W in bracket Z plus iota, and you take here in the left hand side minus iota Z minus Z, and in the right hand side this will be minus iota Z minus Z, and this is plus iota z minus 1, and ultimately you will get W is equal to, this is minus z, this will be cancelled out, minus z plus 1 minus z plus 1 upon, and this is minus z plus z cancelled out, iota, and this is 1 minus z. So, this is the required analytic function. So, in this way we have seen by easy calculation we can find the Mobius transformation for a given set of 3 points in the z plane and the corresponding points in the omega plane, which are mapped by the Mobius transformation. So, now and this is my conclusion. Thank you very much.